What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of Red Divided. Myself, Tommy.
Got your boy Ade. Ham. AKA Sunderland FC. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Sunderland. And we've got our very own sponsor.
Toks.
Haynes. Well, this is the first time this season, right?
Of course, yeah.
Toks Haynes.
The best time to come in, actually. The best time. So we can talk after a very, very bad season.
Trust.
Nice having you on, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Firstly, people, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Share this with your friends and family. Turn on your notifications so you know whenever we upload on YouTube. And as you all know, we are sponsored by the man Toks Haynes. Go on his website, www.toksaynes.co.uk, and there's different ranges of perfume there for you. You can use our promo code Red Divided, all caps, to get 10% off. All good?
Get that good stuff. I was out yesterday night, I'm not gonna lie, at least even the sound man here, that meant that when they saw me,
you smell good, yeah?
About 5 or 6 man as soon as I walked in.
Yeah.
Bro, what's that? Even when I was leaving,
When
I was leaving, Smile was just like, bro, my bad. It's my bad. I should have told you when I hugged you earlier that you smelled good.
Did you tell him it's from
me?
Yeah,
so obviously I told him, So today, even this afternoon, I sent the link to them.
Send them my number, bro.
Yeah, I sent them the link. I said, just go on the website.
Let me close the deal.
Cool.
So yeah, man, some good stuff, man. Check it out, man. Check it out.
If you want to smell nice, you know where to go, man. You don't have to look far.
Summer's around the corner, so it's important that
smell good, people.
Wash your armpits and smell good.
Spray perfume.
Smell good. Bruh, long week, man. Long week.
Very long.
Let's get straight to it.
Very long week.
Bro. You know, the funny thing is actually good that we've got Toks, because I watched the match with him and I went to his house to watch the match. Bro, I was telling Ham yesterday, I've never been heartbroken before, innit? Like, I've never had a relationship where I was heartbroken. Been with my missus for a long time, but I was heartbroken on Wednesday, bro. The thing is, you know, normally after the match you sit and talk. Me and him didn't would talk.
I can imagine how quiet that house was.
I was banging my wall.
I can imagine how quiet.
For me, you win or you lose, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that Tottenham were so shit and could still win that game, that's what pissed me off.
Yeah.
Like, I can understand we lost. You played well, you lost. Shit happens. But they were so rubbish and still won. So, like, you don't have to be good to beat Man United.
Yeah, but we've known that all season.
Yeah.
No, but look at the way we played today.
Yeah.
So, it's like, that was so annoying on Wednesday. Like, they had one shot on target.
So final,
and that was the goal.
And that's what I'm saying. Look. I was heartbroken. I went home. Like, my wife was saying something, I didn't know what
we didn't
she was
speak.
saying. I just went straight to bed.
Same.
Just straight
We
to
didn't
sleep,
speak.
bro. I woke up hoping it was a dream, bro. I woke up thinking, oh, please tell me it's a dream. It took me probably Friday night. That's when I got over it. Like, the first couple, it was hard. Those 2, bro.
Hey.
It was a hard 2 days, bro. I was numb to everything, bro. It was so that it was painful. Like, forget the final. I know people talking about the performance. I don't really care how performance, like how you play in final. I don't give a damn. If you lose, bro, then just win it. However, that Spurs, as you said, they didn't play well. All of that don't matter. As long as you win the final. So I'm not going to go into it and start dissecting. It's a final, bro. It don't matter how you play it. Just like the main aim of a final is for you to win. So I'm not stressed about like the obviously I wanted to win. I'm not stressed about the performance. All of that is irrelevant now for me. We didn't win it. We honestly didn't win it. But obviously, we was talking. Toks obviously thought that he should have made like the
subs earlier.
What
do you think?
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly my point, because it wasn't working.
100%.
And you can see it.
And the thing is, I'm not even a United fan, but obviously I was supporting United that day.
Yeah.
And even I'm screaming at the telly like
20 minutes is too
and my thing is always like I try and put myself, because obviously I want to coach one day, so I try and put myself in the manager's shoes, and I'm watching it and I'm thinking, what is he seeing that we're not seeing, that's giving him confidence that what he's got out there is going to get him something? Because it wasn't, we could all see it wasn't and I don't know how long it took him, but it took
20
him that.
20 minutes to the end.
Yeah, so 70 minutes. Yeah, so
exactly.
And then the game was screaming that whatever differences you got with Garnacho or whatnot, he has to get onto the pitch and he has to get on quicker because Man United are not blessed with abundance of game changers and goal scorers and whatnot. But he's one of them, and he can't be sitting on the bench against this Tottenham team that you're not really working. And then when he come on, straight away, goalkeeper's got to make I'll probably the first big save he's had to make. And then maybe after that. But yeah, the subs definitely, he had to. I don't know what he saw. But I know he said after the game that he felt that you guys were playing well. So that's why he didn't.
But do you know what I think it is, yeah? I think from his own perspective, he doesn't want Europe next season. I feel like
he wouldn't want to throw the game.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, but I think from his perspective, he doesn't want Europe next season. He wants a team where he can coach every week.
Yeah, but but that couldn't have been in his thinking to not make subs.
Yeah,
no way.
Because why would you?
Because if that's his thinking, then he should get sacked tonight.
Exactly.
But why would
he wouldn't want to throw the game.
If you can see, if I can see it.
No, but managers, it's their prerogative. I see it. It's their prerogative. He's the manager. He's in the seat, so he's free. Technically, he knows more than us, innit? If we're being honest. So when they asked him after, he said, "I thought we was playing well." So if a manager thinks his team's playing well, he thinks it's probably just a matter of time
before we score.
Yeah, so he's thinking, I don't need to change it. But when he got to 70 minutes, that's when he said, okay. And 20 minutes, to be fair, plus stoppage time, that's like 25. It's still a lot of time.
Yeah. Yeah, but remember, we had like 3 saves after.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. It wasn't until that's when.
And that was probably the best saves of the whole game as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So,
I don't agree or disagree. Like, yeah, he could have made a sub early, but he can also look at the bench thinking, I haven't really got much of you anyway. The only person who can really bring on that will change the game is Garnacho. But even after that first save, it didn't affect the game
because
much more after that.
Five at the back.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, they
reacted.
He reacted though, right?
Yeah, but
so
if
you
do it earlier,
Spurs is not gonna like the manager. He's not gonna let you do something, and he's not gonna react to it. Because I just said Spurs didn't really play well. They didn't like. They was willing to just hold on to that lead, and even the goal itself is like
so shit.
It's just it was a horrible goal to concede, but all of that is irrelevant.
I know. I agree. Irrelevant.
They
won. They've done the parade.
I don't really care how you like the 2 finals that we won. One against Newcastle and one against City. We didn't play better than the opposition. So it was just that. But all of that don't matter, man. Like we don't speak. You don't need to speak. What we lost, like we have to accept it. But I was just, as I said, I was hurt because I felt like the importance of that final was more about the money. So I categorized it like three categories. 1, the money. 2, yeah, it's great having a trophy. 3rd one is Champions League. Getting Champions League football. I thought the money was more important than any of it.
Of course. Because
of the players that we're going to buy. The trophy, yeah, is great. It's always going to be great winning trophies because our fan base, that's the whole point of you watching football. We don't want to watch.
As a fan, yeah.
You want, that's our currency right there is winning trophies. And the Champions League, I just didn't think we're ready for Champions League anyway.
No, we're not.
So, but obviously it comes with it. So So you have to take it. But it was more the money and players that we can buy in the summer that was important to me. So that's why, right? I just thought we are now going into next season knowing very well we might be in trouble next season. Do you know what I'm saying? If you can't turn it around next season, there's one thing finishing 5th and going into the following season, and if you can't, I don't think 10th place, like 11. We've got to be like at least top 6 next season. We have to be. That will be the expectation from the board. You're not gonna
100%. The board. He has to take you back into Europe. Yeah.
Being like top 10, it's not gonna be good enough. It's not gonna be good enough. It's United at the end of the day. So he's got the aim is gonna be minimum top 6. And how do you drive that with limited funding for the summer? How do you drive from being 15th all the way to top 6? Because that's what is going to be expected. That's the reason why that money was so important to because they are going to be players. They're going to be poor players in the summer, and the Champions League team will get the first. Yes, look, we do have the name United, so I do feel like we can still attract some. We're still going to be able to attract some, like the Cunha, for example. Yeah, we're still going to be able to attract some of the players because of our name. And we've done that over the years. You know what I'm saying? We haven't played Champions League football sometimes, and we've still been able to attract top players. So we still be able to do that. But in order for us to get the pick of who we want. We needed the money
to compete,
and then we're not going to be able to do that. So what's going to happen now is, let's say the strikers that's in the pool, let's say Isak, whoever's in the pool, Arsenal can say, okay, no, this is the one we want. Okay, we'll take it. Then Liverpool can say, okay, no, we'll take, if Arsenal got Isak or
Gyökeres or
Sesko, okay, we'll take Sesko then,
yeah.
and then Chelsea might say, so
we're gonna take Osimhen.
Also, what's left? Delap. Okay, let's take Delap. See what I'm saying? That's how it might plan out. Who knows, in it? See what I'm saying? Whether or not, like, if you are gonna do that, it's gonna take some massive convincing. Like, the manager will probably need to go and fly out to their house, sit with their family, beg them or something.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a lot to convince them. And the same thing will go with the midfielders as well. Xavi Simons, all those players that are in the, like Edison, wherever that's available, wherever's.
You just gotta use the cachet of Man United.
Yeah, and that's what we can do, and that's why I thought that game was so important. And we've lost all of that now, so now they need to like earn their money. So the in terms of like Ineos, the manager, the first year is done now. We've
messed it up.
We've like they made mistakes. As I said, it's not like I'm not It's not. You wasn't gonna just go in and with a click of a finger change everything. Like, I mean, it was. You're gonna make mistakes. They made a lot of mistakes. So now it's time to start getting the decision right. And it starts with the summer. It starts with the players that bring in the summer. It's like every single player that they bring in the summer has to be right. There's no more mistakes. Like, we can't afford to keep making mistakes.
But you think the first decision they're gonna make obviously the manager? Do you think that's the right decision to keep him?
To the manager? Yeah, for me, I think
that's the right decision. That's the first decision.
We spoke about this, and
okay.
One thing I'm not gonna do is argue with people that wants him out, because I can't defend that. I can't defend
people
what
that
he's
say
done.
they want him out. 100%.
So if the people that wants him out, I'm not here to argue with them, because they are right. Like, it's unacceptable that getting whatever many points he got from how many games. It's unacceptable. So I'm not disputing the argument. So I'm not here to say.
You're saying that Ineos are getting it right by keeping him though.
Yeah, by keeping him. I'm just saying, for me personally, I have my own reason why I think we should keep him. And the reason for me is that, okay, cool. The first one is the system. He wants to change the system. I want to try something different, because we've been playing 4-3-3 with
for a long time.
How many managers for a long time? Whatever systems, whatever like ethos of play from different type of managers, from like the Mourinho that likes to be defensive, from Van Gaal that likes to keep possession. Then we have Oli with transitions. So we've had, and then we have Ten Hag. Ten Hag didn't really had the chance to. He just ended up going back to what Oli was in, because he felt
quick.
Like
he was on the pressure.
He's not going to have the time. So we've had all of that. So I want to try. I'm quite keen on trying this 5-3-2 formation, because it'll be something different. I've seen it with Inter. I see how good Inter plays, how perfect it works.
Chelsea
I see with Chelsea won it, and even Leverkusen. I saw how them guys play football, so I'm quite keen to try this, and hopefully for him to get players that will suit the system. So I would love to get him to do that. And I like the manager. I'm not gonna lie to you. When he speaks, he's an honest.
But do you
manager.
like him as a person though? Not the manager. I'm saying like him. You like Ruben Amorim?
Yeah, I like Ruben Amorim.
But not Ruben Amorim, the coach. Or do you still like him as a coach?
I can't say I'm not gonna like him as a coach. I have to give him time to like him as a coach. I'm not gonna say I hate him as a coach. I need to he needs to win me over as a coach. But I like how he comes across as a person when he speaks. Yeah,
because I think everyone across the board, we all like how he conducts himself.
Yeah, conduct himself. But as a coach, he's not going to be...
Those don't care.
He's not going to be like... As a coach, you don't win, 2 leagues with Sporting Lisbon to be a shit coach. I don't think necessarily like you're going to have coaches that not... You don't win 2 leagues and you're going to be a shit coach. I don't think you're going to be a shit coach. It's whether like you just haven't done anything impacted any... You haven't made any impact at the moment in United with your coaching. Doesn't mean he can't change that.
Yeah.
And I think he can. Like, we just have to wait and see in it. So next season is a big job for him. And if anything, there's more pressure going into next season, because now if we lose a game, there'll be scrutiny at the utmost level. If you thought there was scrutiny this season, then it's going to be totally different next season. So look, I'm willing to just give the manager a go again. I'm definitely willing to see how he gets on. Hopefully, he can get players, and I think that's the first decision. The second decision is the players. The players have to be right. They have to get the players right. I think that's so important. If they don't get the players right, then we might as well forget it. But we might as well just write off the season from now. From the beginning. So we need to get the players right. And that's me personally. But what's your thoughts?
What don't you agree with?
Would you want to keep him, or what don't you agree with, or what do you think we need going into next season?
I obviously, like, as you know, I don't mind to keep him, but my point is, you cannot be too stubborn and not win at the same time. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, you want to do a particular way of playing, that's fine. But there's times you need to adjust. Like, look at what Postegcoglou did on Wednesday. He changed the way he plays just to win that game.
For the game, yeah.
Just for that game. So you know that, okay, the way we play right now might not win us this game, but this game, let's change it so we can win.
But I just think United fans now, I'm going to let you go again quickly, on just my point just quickly. But I just think United fans now, he's already deaded that when he came, though. He already said I'm not.
I get it.
So I don't think United fans need to keep saying he's already said I'm not. And if he said, if you make me change, I'll go.
I'm not.
You just have to accept it. He's already said that.
No. We're not trying to make a change.
Because the tweaks in the game that Tom's talking about, in the game, he makes in-game tweaks.
Yes.
But to the shape, his principles is not going to change.
No one says change your principles. I'll give you examples. We've seen Pep do long ball before. Because at that point, this is what we need to win this game. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not saying change your principles. We've seen Pep do long ball. We saw Tottenham do defending. When we know that's not what the coaches believe in. But for this game, this was going to take us over the line. Do it. Because if you change your principles for that game, we'll win, then you can look at the bigger picture in a different light. Do you get what I'm saying? Because now you're going to demand ABC players in the summer, but you couldn't tweak something for 90 minutes to get you more funds.
So maybe that's the type of coach he is, though.
Yeah, but
everyone's different.
But what do you mean he didn't tweak? He did tweak.
He didn't tweak it, but like...
As I say, for example, when Garnacho came on, he dropped them guys into the middle to keep them out wide. So those are the little tweaks that he does. But the formation doesn't change.
It doesn't change.
I get the formation.
Remember, he said it on his thing as well. He doubled down saying, "I will never change my beliefs."
Yeah. I'm saying.
And I'm never saying change it.
Well,
but my point is, it's like everything we do in life. Sometimes you need to adjust for certain things. Do you know what I'm saying? We could have been sitting that as Europa League winners now if you just say, okay, guys, let's change something for this game.
You never know, bro.
You never know, but we could have been. That's what we could have been.
I'm trying to make, bro. What fans just also understand is, bro, all this change. Bro, what is he going to change it? What do you want him to change it to? We've been doing it for 5-6 years, post-Fergie.
Yeah.
We're still finishing the same...
But we won games.
No,
I'm talking about a game. No, I'm talking about a game at this point.
You're saying that he should change for one.
I'm never saying forever. I'm saying this game.
But then if he does that, he just becomes Ten Hag.
No, for one game.
Yeah, but he becomes Ten Hag.
For me, that means you're not flexible.
Yeah, he's not. He's already said that.
You're not flexible.
He's already said that.
What he's saying is, his situation is, if I change now, and I say I'll come back to in the summer, well, the players are going to be in the same position. And it's true, because that's exactly what happened to Ten Hag. We just got the perfect example that's happened to Ten Hag.
Literally.
Ten Hag changed it for what
and started getting results.
Precisely what you're saying.
And then he just stuck.
And we're back to the same again. So that's the problem. You can't keep doing that. This is how you... And I respect that because he's so consistent as well. Because if he's going to get sacked doing it his way, by all means get sacked doing it his way. All these other managers... I've got sacked for doing things that they didn't want to do.
No way.
Ten Hag didn't want to play like that.
Yeah,
but he changed it to suit the players. Why are we going to keep changing it to suit the players? Same players that we're all saying is rubbish. All the fan base are saying the players are rubbish. We keep want to be changing it to suit them. If they can't hack it, then you find someone to replace them with.
100%.
We can't have the best of both worlds, bro. You can't say, oh, this players are rubbish, change the thingy, and let the manager do what he's got to do. Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, it is.
But I get what you're saying, though, because there are two schools of thought. Your school of thought is right. I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. Because there's definitely ex-pros, ex-managers out there that fully believe that the ends has to justify the means, innit?
Of course.
So, when he got to, like, January, February, and you guys were still struggling, he had a crossroads. He had to make a decision.
At that point.
His decision would have been, do I? Because he would have thought about it. He's human just like us. He would have thought with his coaching staff, should I? Do I? Done it happen before? This is not really how I coach. And he would have said, you know what, fuck it. The season's going down the pan anyway.
Yeah.
So fuck it. I'm just sticking with what I'm doing. And we're training like this Monday to Friday, and this is what we're training on. And whatever happens on Saturday happens on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I think he just said, I'm gonna die on my sword, innit?
Yeah.
When he speaks so well. Even after the final.
Yeah,
bro.
so well, yeah,
if they want to sack me and don't pay me.
Yeah, he'll resign.
So he's a man that's saying, this is my system. It's 3-4-3. There's 2 10s. There's wing backs. This is how I play. Now, your job as a board is to go and find me players that fit into... Because you came to find me at Sporting. Yeah. You like the way I was doing my thing at Sporting. How I was doing my thing at Sporting, these were the profiles of players I had. So it's your job to go and get them for me. Now, Man United's biggest problem, this is what I wouldn't agree to them to do, is I keep hearing this, the first 10 games is important for Man United. Like, if he loses 5 and wins 3 and draws 2, United got a decision to make. For me, there's no decision to make.
Why?
If we back him this summer, we back him for the whole season. There's no United struggle to start, because what we're going to do, we're going to give him 100 mil or 200, buy him the players he wants, then by October or November, we're going to sack him because we haven't started the season great. But we're just going around in circles. So for me, I don't care. If he starts the season, you man lose 6 and win 4, I get the uproar will be crazy. I get that, because look how you're looking at me.
Yeah.
But no, but we have, sooner or later, it has to be a phase where we're sticking with him. We can't, because all you're going to do is sack him. Wait, let me finish. Last point. You're going to sack him. You're going to get, I don't know, another manager. I can't think of someone on top of my head. Yeah. And then he's going to come in and say, the players you guys bought in August, they're not really my players. Plus, you got players from the previous managers as well, Yeah. So now what we're going to do this. Now so we might as well throw that next season away in November.
So
my last point is, you have to, if you stick with him this summer, that's why I asked, is the decision right to stick with him? You both said yes. So then that's why we got to stick with him for the whole season.
Yeah, but so what's the basis of sticking with him if we lose our first 7 games out of 10?
It's a long season.
I know, but if you lose 7 out of 10, that's 20% already.
Yeah, I know, but it's a lot.
In 10. No, look at it. In 10. So at the end of the day, we're going to stick with you because we believe that you're going to give you a pre-season to get things right. So the whole point is, when the season starts, we hit the ground running.
But that's not realistic, though.
How's that realistic?
That's not realistic.
Why not?
That's not realistic. Like, this manager's just known the league. He's been there for 5 months, by the way. There's new players that's going to come in with the old players as well. Remember, pre-season's only like 6 weeks, Remember, they only come in there and they're going to... And by the way, they're playing bare games as well. And then you're saying first 10 games, if we don't get
But we've had 6 months now doing the way you want to play. So at least now they know why you want to play.
Let's just look.
We've had 6 months.
So is the alternative which is sack him? So you're saying
I'm not saying sack him.
If you start the season bad...
If it's very bad...
Yeah.
It means
get someone else in.
Nothing's going to change, because think about it. If it's very bad going forward, look at the last 6 months now. Do you really think things are going to change? Because you've had 6 months of playing the same way, which is fine. It didn't change. We said, okay, let's wait till next season. Next season comes, we've got players, and still nothing changes. So when will it change?
I just don't think it has to change immediately.
No, but when will it change?
I don't know. You could get to January and it might click. It might click in January and you go on a run from January to May.
Click from what? From training session?
I just think that's why I said, if you're going to stick with him in the summer.
But remember, next year we have 1 game a week.
Yeah.
So that there's literally no excuse. You train every week.
All I'm saying is you guys will be back here, though. Guarantee. If you sack him, you're going to get another manager. These aren't his players. Let's get him his players in January. And it's going to just keep going around. I
want to back him, but I need him to do well when we start next season.
Yeah. All right. Well, basically, I'm just clarify that I'm in agreement with him, by the way. I'm not going to back someone just so by game basis. I hate stuff like that. If I'm going to back you, I'm going to back you. Like, go and do what you got. And if you don't, you don't. It's not necessarily saying that, there's no... Fans, it's so... The game is gone sometimes. The fans are so fickle. Like, bro, you can't make a decision. 1 minute you're a hero, you won that game. You lose tomorrow.
Oh, look at Oli. Every game, Oli, are you going to get sacked if you don't lose? He's going to get sacked if you don't win.
You can't go game basis, bro. Like, at the end of the day, if they feel like you want to back him, then you know what then you have to stick with him. And that's my...
Yeah, that's sticking with him, Sticking with him at what cost? Remember, last point. Remember, last season... we all didn't agree that they should have backed Ten Hag, right?
Of course, yeah.
He should have won the FA Cup and left, yeah?
Yep.
You backed him. How much did you spend? Maybe 200 million, yeah? By October, November, you sacked him.
Yep.
You finished 15th. It's your worst season ever.
Ever.
Do you know that can happen next season if you do the same thing, right?
I agree.
Because that's what you're going to do. Effectively, you're going to go spend money. You're going to buy Cunha, other players. You're going to let him stay. Going to sack him by November, get a new manager in, and he's going to be like, these are my players. Just, nah.
Yeah, we'll just, look, look, when next season comes, we'll be here. There'll be a lot more context.
But it just must not be this bad next season.
We'll see anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm never saying it just cannot be this bad. Listen, Man United had 9 points in 6 months, 5 months. Sorry. That's poor. Yeah. I remember we're only lucky because the bottom three teams were very shit. They were very, very shit. We didn't get 40 points till today.
Yeah. In terms of expectation for next season, so what's your? I would say my expectations.
Mine is top 8. Top 8.
Yeah.
Minimum. Top 8 minimum. There's no excuse.
8 don't get you Europe, you know.
I don't care. It's not about Europe. I have to see improvement.
Fair.
So top 8 next season. We're playing 1 game a week. Carling Cup.
Yeah.
But okay, so you see that improvement, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it like patterns of how you play? Because
Results.
if you get 8 and it's just results, but you don't see, but you're scraping results here.
No.
Is that good enough for you?
Because even now we're not.
I'm just asking the question. Is that good enough for you?
It's good enough because now we're not playing that bad. We're just not creating chances sometimes. Sometimes we're not scoring goals. So I need to see we're creating chances and we're scoring goals and the league form goes up. Because us being 15, 16s, that cannot run.
I'm just saying because that improvement. I'm just saying does it have to be
improvement has to be on the field and
on the field
on the table as well.
Yeah.
On 100%.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now, I don't think top 8 is. As I said, as long as there's improvement on the pitch with pattern of players, I'm saying, then hopefully, like for me, I'll still say top 6. To be honest,
top 8 is okay for me.
It's gonna be hard though next season.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be hard.
We play 1 game.
I know, but everyone's good, team, bro. Everyone in the league is good, bro.
I know, but we play 1 game a week, and if we're good as we say we are.
And in terms of like players, you have players in mind that you think that we should get.
We should get Kuna and a new striker, 2 new strikers. Get rid of Holland and Garnacho as well.
Yeah,
I love Garnacho as a player because I think he can improve, but I didn't agree with what he did on Wednesday.
Well, when he came out,
no, when he said what he said,
you
don't say stuff like that. Like that's just undermining the coach. So for the lack of discipline and what we're trying to create as a team spirit, I don't think that should run. So he needs to go for that. Holland, he's been 2-3 seasons now, isn't it?
This was his second season.
Second season or third season. I don't think it's good enough for Man United. And for where we want to go, we can't carry passengers. Yeah. Like he just needs to. Thank you very much. Go to a league that suits you, and let's get players for us because we keep waiting. We can't wait for so much longer anymore because the more we wait, us not getting better.
Everyone else is getting better.
Everyone's getting better, so we can't keep waiting for our time because the aim is if we're trying to build our own ship right now, when the people are going down, we get better. But us, they get better. We getting worse every season. So for me, strikers and new midfielder is priority, and new goalkeeper as well.
New goalkeeper.
So you definitely are. Oh no.
So he needs to go. He needs to go. Like he needs to go.
Yeah.
The spine of our team needs.
So you say new goalkeeper. No, you didn't mention no defenders, by the way. So you're happy with your defense?
I would not. I can take a defense, but for the money we have, for priority.
Yeah. So you say goalkeeper,
new midfielder, and 2 new strikers.
2 new strikers.
We need goals. We are the.
But if you keep Bruno, we're gonna get to Bruno. I'm sure we're gonna get to Bruno. Yeah. But if you keep Bruno, you add Cunha, and then you get one striker. That's goals.
And goalkeeper as well.
Okay, cool. So you're saying 4 players? Yeah?
4 players minimum because we need goals. Like we had 45 goals.
Yeah, the goals you guys scored is ridiculous.
Tell me 45 goals in the season. Gyökeres scored 63 or 63.
No, Tottenham finished below you. They scored 60 something.
Exactly my point. No, Tottenham were the 6th or 7th highest goal scorer.
Tottenham only scored like 5 goals less than us.
Tottenham just don't defend properly.
Yeah.
We were the 15th worst team in the league in terms of goals. That's not good enough.
Yeah. So obviously, you're saying 4 players.
4 players minimum.
Striker,
2 strikers.
2 forward players. That's just 2
forward players. 1 midfielder.
1 central midfielder.
And a
But then
goalkeeper.
Cunha's a forward player though. So you're not saying midfielder. You're saying 3 forward players. Man's not profiling Cunha as a midfielder.
Yeah, 2.
Cunha and a complete striker. A complete number 9.
So what's the 4 players?
Cunha is
the 4 players?
2 forward players.
2 forward players.
But I'm putting Cunha as a forward player.
Yeah.
2. One
Yeah, where's
midfielder.
it? One midfielder. Oh, okay.
I
Okay,
think
cool.
goalkeepers are shit.
So I thought you was profiling Cunha as a midfielder. Okay.
But you still need a complete striker.
Yeah.
It depends what he does with Bruno. For me, to be honest with you, if he wants to play Bruno as a number 10,
even that still,
then we need 2 central midfielders, bro. 2. Like I'll be honest with you. we need central midfielders, bro. Like, I think it's more important. I don't want to concede, but score damn goals, bro. Like, score goals,
bro.
Like, this has been a problem for a long time.
Yes, we're sorry. We haven't scored 100 goals in
score goals
for a long time.
Score goals.
That's 2 central midfielders and 2 attackers, and I want attackers with like. I don't care whether it's stat padding. I want them with numbers. I want someone that with numbers. I don't want this is potential. I want numbers. Bro. So it's like, this is why I'm so disappointed about the because if, for example, let's say we get Champions League. He's already played with Gyökeres. Him and Cunha together. That's like 150 goal contribution in like
last 2 seasons.
Last 2 seasons or so.
Yeah.
We take Bruno aside. I'm not sure the whole team has got that.
No.
See what I'm saying?
No.
So that is
Yeah.
different numbers. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I need someone that's ready made. That's
But what would you go for if you say ready made right now? What would you like?
we mentioned a lot of the strikers already.
Cunha,
We just mentioned the strikers now.
We won't get those ones.
How do you know?
Get it because we're not in Champions League.
Well, we'll see. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the whole point I'm saying, though.
But my point is, so now that we know
who could you get? Who could you get?
State of play,
and that's the problem.
I don't want Delap is a bit of a another.
But that's the problem we was talking about earlier. Is the pool is there? Is who attracts who in the pool?
Isak might move. Gyökeres is definitely moving. Sesko is definitely moving.
Them three
will not be top picks.
Yeah, no, you won't be.
Exactly my point.
You have to accept that, though.
Exactly, but those ones are theoretically solve our problems straight away.
Yeah.
So what would you go for in this current state of play?
Let's just not.
I've already said those. I already said the 2. And I don't want to repeat myself, but if you get the 2 for 90 million, it's a no-brainer for me. If you get Cunha and Delap for 90 million, it's a no-brainer for me.
But Delap is another like Holland where you're thinking.
No, it's not the same though.
Yeah, but you're hoping it works. It's not going to be like Sesko or Gyökeres where you.
We don't know that. We don't know about Sesko and Gyökeres. We've never seen them in this league before.
But you expect.
I've seen Delap in this league for Ipswich score 11, 12 goals.
If I buy Gyökeres right now, I expect certain things from you.
Yeah, but then I expect the same from Delap though.
Don't let us sidetrack. But those are the players there anyway. The only other person I didn't mention that has got numbers and he's young as well is
Hugo Ekitike.
So that's the only other one, and he's got he comes with numbers as well. So that's the only one I ain't mentioned.
There's a guy in the French league as well. I can't remember his name.
You know what I'm saying? There's players out there that's scoring.
It's called
the Canadian.
Yeah, what's his name?
Jonathan David.
He's got goals.
He's free.
Well.
He's free. He's gonna go on Napoli, I reckon.
He probably goes to Italy or something. Yeah, free.
Yeah.
But if you guys are serious, that's someone they should try and get. He's a free.
There's players. I say, look, there's players there, bro. Like, it's just the pool is who we're able to attract in the pool. Is that simple? Because I know what central midfielders I want, but I know we're not able to like. I'm saying, if you ask me now, just gonna get me Adam Wharton and Edison, and I'll take both of them in the middle of the park, and then just put Bruno in front of them and Ahmad or something.
Yeah, Bruno and Cunha in front of them.
Cunha, wherever it is. Yeah. So I know what central mid, but we can't attract those players at the moment, really. So that's the problem.
Sad.
How'd you lose to Spurs in the final, man?
And the place was shit.
How'd you lose to Spurs
and now Spurs are singing.
That's what was hurting me.
Spurs are singing, you can never be champions of Europe to Arsenal.
Bro, that's what was hurting me. I was watching that game. I was in pain, bro.
The last topic is like Bruno and United before.
I was in pain.
Obviously, look, there's been strong rumours that
shut up, man. Stop it.
That one of the Saudi clubs are interested in Bruno, offering obviously a lot of money, and we were discussing now before we started. Would you take the money and sell Bruno now?
As I said before, I'm on both sides. I see the reason why you should take it.
Can't shadow the fence, bro.
Wait, relax. I also see why you should not take it. If I speak as a Man United business owner, I would take it right now because
as a Man United fan.
No, as a business owner, I'll take it right now because that's a lot of money for someone that's getting older, and I can use that money to do other things for the team.
Ineos should take it.
Ineos should take it if I was Ineos. Okay. But as a fan, after seeing this season, please don't go because I don't want to think of where we'll be without Bruno. See what I'm saying? I don't think of where we'll be. So please,
relegation.
Exactly. So please stay. So obviously, I as a fan right now, I will not be mad if they take it. I also will not be mad if it stays. I get both sides. But if they take the money, please, whoever you buy has to come and do at least half of what Bruno does, minimum.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because I get both sides, but please, there has to be a plan for the money that you.
There will be a plan though.
No, but
it's just whether it's right or not. But there'll be a plan.
But they can go and waste it.
Yeah, but it's football though. There's no guarantee that any player that comes in.
I don't know who's gonna come and do what Bruno does for us.
I'll just keep him. Given their track record of players that they bring in, I can't trust them.
Exactly.
But not Ineos. What players have Ineos brought in though?
Dogu.
Who else? Dogu, Euro, good.
Euro's okay. Euro's good.
Heaven, good.
Good, yeah. So given not just them, given the track record of the club. Really.
No, I'm saying because Ineos are looking after the footballing side of things. Yeah, so I'm just saying Ineos' track record.
Yeah, that was all right.
Euro, good.
Dogu's still not convincing me though.
Dogu's not convincing.
No, not convincing me though.
Heaven,
and then Obi, you can't really judge.
Obi's young,
But yeah, I this is not the time to let go of Bruno, bro. Honestly.
So you saying you should leave the 100 million?
Yeah, I'm keeping Bruno. I'm keeping it.
Jeez, 100 M.
How about you as a neutral? You know.
As a neutral, yeah, sell him all day long, bro.
Yeah.
Sell him all day long.
Sell him all day long. Don't speak.
I want you guys to get relegated.
Wait, don't speak with your Arsenal.
No, but but
like if it was Arsenal right now,
if it was,
what would you think?
If it was Arsenal? Yeah, no, we can't,
bro. It's too much damage.
Because and I don't mean that as a dig to you lot, yeah, but I support a team that is almost a one-man team right now. They can't take that one man out. I have nothing to go. I have nothing. It's different if I have Bruno, then Ahmad's getting me 15 goals, 10 assists. Garnacho's getting me 12 and 13 and something. And then Mason Mount is doing 7 and 7. So they're not doing Bruno numbers, but collectively, they're all chipping in. Then I might think, and if I sell him for 100 mil, and then we buy like 2 players now, and I bring them in, plus Mount is doing the numbers, Garnacho, Diallo, then I now go and buy the lab, and then we get Cunha. I think it's not bad.
Yeah.
But nobody else is doing numbers. But
nobody.
And he's 31, and we all see players now. They're fit as a fiddle now. Look at Salah. Salah's 33, fit as a fiddle. Bruno looks like he can play late into. And the Bruno that I'm watching this season, mad. It's mad. So no, you can't. Like as an Arsenal fan, yes, sell him so he can get relegated. No. But as a normal fan,
and I think you
can't.
The board, we know the frustration. Like the fans are already frustrated because of like the season we just had. Right, you're not gonna sell
Bruno,
our best player.
But what if this is just hypothetical? What if they sell the best player and mask it as it's the start of the new project? So we're selling him, we're selling Garnacho, Rashford is going, Sancho's going. So everybody that's part of this mess is going. It's just new. It's just fresh, young.
For me, I can't speak for other fans.
But you wouldn't buy it?
I can't buy it. No. We need him, bro.
So
we need.
But that's not a bad idea, though. If they mask it in that, it's a start of a new project.
I can't buy it, bro.
No, from a footballing side, there's no reason to sell Bruno. From a football side,
if that's what if you want to make the club better, and as you said, from a footballing side,
no reason to sell him.
What justification do you have?
It's just that
to sell him
as an asset is depreciating.
But like Roy Keane said, he's here. We're 15th. I'm just saying, I'm playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, but yeah,
I'm just saying he's here. We're 15th. Yeah, that's what Ian Wright was saying. Ian Wright was saying, but if he's not here,
18 to
19, you might get relegated. But Roy's saying he's here and we're 15th.
Bruno has a bad game, we lose. He has a good game, we draw.
He was bad. He was bad in the final.
Yeah, because
he
was complaining too much.
He played bad.
He let his temper get the best of him. He wasn't playing the game because the goal was actually his fault.
Yeah.
He lost the ball. But when he's bad, we're bad.
Okay. But I'm just saying that money that Tom's saying you're missing out on, that could be Bruno, bro.
Yeah, I know.
The Champions League money you miss out, that could be Bruno. 100 mil right there, bro. 100 M right there.
No,
I mean, but you would
never
know.
100 mil right there,
but you never know. You would never know.
And that's the truth, innit? You just
would never know.
It can be a thing where if they sell him, we end up going to do well. We don't sell him. We don't bring in the right players, and we do shit. Who knows, innit? You just never know. But it's up to them. They've got to make the decision. But if you ask me, I say no.
Yeah.
Everyone can make up fans can obviously decide what the
I just think there's just not enough others.
Yeah,
if there was others like the example I gave.
Exactly. Yeah,
I agree,
the example you gave, of course. Like why would
I
you?
agree. Fair enough.
But there's not enough, and I think that's why the Saudis are able to do this. They know the position that we're in, and that's why they're tempting us with an offer. Like,
if imagine they up it to like 120, hey, if they start saying, okay, 120, 125,
and what they're doing,
he's 31. What
they're doing right now is what even Liverpool was in a better situation when
Salah came for Salah.
No, when Barca tempted him with that Cunha deal. I mean, what's the name? Coutinho.
Coutinho.
Like Liverpool was in a better position.
Yeah, they sold though.
But there's
Liverpool sold.
They sold him. Yeah.
no, but I'm saying, but they had the pieces that you're talking about now. They had it around, so it's like, oh, sell him for.
I'm trying to think who they had. Because remember, they used that Coutinho money to buy Van Dijk and
Exactly.
Alisson,
So they had they already had. I think they had Mane already.
No, Mane and Salah was
Salah
there.
there. That's Firmino. So they
them lot were there already.
They was all there already. So all they
it's just they used that money to get
Alisson
and Van Dijk. Remember, they were both 75.
So that's what they used it for. But
And
you
that
had,
was good
and you
money.
said there was a pieces there was already.
Yeah.
So it made sense.
Yeah.
Why would you not do that? So, but it doesn't make sense at all for us, bro. It honestly, nah. I don't want to. I'm not. I can't entertain it at the moment.
Don't worry. When it's breaking news next week, it's 120. I'll message both of you. Are we selling now?
Yeah, and also we actually.
Let's move on from United, please. Sorry, I don't want us to waste all the time because we're talking
United,
too much.
fair enough.
All right, look. Anything else on United before we move on? Last one.
No, it's just embarrassing, bro.
Please, let's next season be better, please, guys. The banter is too much this season, bro.
What one word? Because this might be what one word you should describe this season, though? Just one word.
Disaster.
Took the words out of my mouth. Bro.
Disaster, bro. There's no other words, bro.
There's
Bro,
no other words.
today at one point we were 17th.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what that is? 17th.
That's the worst of
16th.
everybody. If you finish 17th, you're the worst of everybody. Apart from relegated team, you're the worst team in the Premier League.
17th. Thank God we jumped to 15th. At least there's two behind us. Like, do you know what that is?
Well, I think the positive about today is this is the final time we'll see them play until next season. Give us a break.
It's needed.
Just a quick one in terms of like Arsenal recap. We obviously talk about the position that we need. You like summing up your season. What's your thoughts on the season? Obviously, we talked about the injuries, but going into the summer, out of the players that we've been talking about that's in the pool, which one would you want, basically?
I'm at a place now where obviously I love my football club, I love Arteta, I love everything, but I don't give two flying fucks no more about. I'm not about the transfers. My opinion, who I want, just if that's who they want to go and get, go and get him. Hey, lick by me. That translates to you cannot kill me. So if they're saying that it's Sesko they want, because every day I keep Sesko, bro. At this point, don't really care.
Just get someone.
If it's Sesko or it's Gokares,
Yeah.
Arteta's happy, Berta's happy, go and get him. All I know is that the positions that we need to address is, and I'm happy that the talk is out there that, they also want a left winger. Because I'll lose my mind if I have to start next season with Martinelli playing out there. I'll lose my mind if Martinelli has to start left wing next season. So keep him for squad player, because technically I was saying a couple weeks ago sell him. Because if Saudi came to me and said they want Martinez for £5, Martinelli, I can sell him.
100.
I can sell him. I can sell him for £100. I can sell him. Because I might be wrong and I want to be wrong. But I honestly think when I watch that boy, he's hit his ceiling already. Now I want to be wrong. But when I watch him play, he doesn't do nothing that lets me think, he's adding this to his game, or he's 23 and he's gonna do this and he's gonna go from like here to. I don't see that, but I want to be wrong in it because he plays for us. So definitely get a left winger, and whoever that left winger is, whether it's
Williams.
so if it's Nico Williams, brilliant, or if it's a different one where it's like, okay, Xavi Simons can play centre mid, but then in this Arsenal team I can make him play off the left. It'll be like what we do with Trossard. So, or if it's a different left winger where it's like, it's more dynamic. So it's Rafael Leao, who I've liked for years. But for some reason, Rafael Leao's career is just, because he's 25, 26, and it just feels like it just, it showed like, you know, like when your light bulb's about to go out and it keeps flickering. So it shows flashes of, I can be that, that shiny. But then it's just like, because him and Kvaratskhelia and the Serie A were both the best left wingers, My man just left him. So for me, it has to be a left winger, has to be a centre forward, have to get a backup goalkeeper because obviously Neto's going back to Bournemouth. Need another defender.
Again?
Yeah, need another defender, Because I'm going to let Tierney go, I'm going to let Zinni go. You saw all the injuries I had this season. Miles is not a left back, so I'm playing him out there. And then maybe a midfielder.
So you need five players?
Minimum, because remember my squad was thin to start this season and I didn't do nothing in January.
Okay.
And I'm letting go of like 10 players already this summer. So they have to. So Berta's going to be busy. Arteta's going to be busy. He's already stuck it on them
But
and
you've already bought a midfielder already anyway.
But it's just not gone through.
And it's gone through.
Zubimendi's not. Well, I ain't seen him in an Arsenal shirt. I ain't seen him in an Arsenal shirt.
It's done already.
Zubimendi.
Done.
I ain't seen him in an Arsenal shirt, so nothing is done for me.
They're saying
but it's
he's
done.
agreed. I don't think it's. We ain't get confirmation.
I feel like you need a striker 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Because
100%.
like,
but that's not even like if they just get a striker, that's not enough. No, it's not enough. It's not enough. I hate this talk that people think that. So Arsenal are so close. All they need is a striker. Bro, imagine we get You know, I'll love you. Not love, but because obviously I want us to win. But let's try and get that striker. Finish second next year.
Yeah, then
that's what Arteta's been saying. So it's not just. It's not just. Oh, Arsenal are this close. Just pluck a striker in there, and it will solve all their problems. That's not true.
Okay,
that's not true.
You had the second best defense this season. Till
the best.
Liverpool won the league.
Yeah, the best one. Yeah, till Liverpool won. Yeah, we finished with the best defense.
Yeah, but second till
league.
So defense is good.
Yeah,
the midfield is good.
Midfield is okay.
The issue was scoring goals.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
You know my top goal scorer in the league. You know how many goals you got?
9. Yeah, I
didn't even get double digits.
I know. Same as Man United. double digits. But my
point is,
you need a striker. I think like a striker solves a lot of your problems because you create a lot of chances anyway. You just miss the chances.
Yeah, it's got to be 2 for me anyway.
So once you get the striker converts 25% of the chances you create, then you might win the league.
It's got to be. But like I said, for me. Has to be a striker and a left winger. Don't give him one.
I need more than just a striker.
And left winger 100%.
They got to come together.
Release the output from Saka, so Saka you can switch it. So not rely on Saka all the time.
I just think they need attackers. They need to spend the money
100%,
on attackers.
100%.
I don't really.
So why are you buying money for them if you need?
No, but sooner or later he's gonna replace Partey as his 6 in it. So I'm okay with that one.
Yeah, but that's not a priority right now, though, is it?
That's to him. It's a priority. To us, maybe not. But to him, he feels Partey is 30, 31, 32. He doesn't see Deck as a 6.
And Partey hasn't even signed a new contract.
I remember Partey hasn't signed Toks. And he doesn't see Deck as a 6. So in his mind, I need to go get a 6. And everybody wanted Zubimendi. So he's managed to get him, hopefully. Cool. Now he's looking, okay, cool, just get me attackers. Has to be attackers. That's what the summer has to be like. Tom said, has to be. Obviously, we need a backup goalkeeper, like I said, and another defender. But everything else has to be attacking midfielder, a left winger, a centre forward. And we have to be in for all of them. It can't be ours. Like Xavi Simons is saying you don't want to stay at my... Leipzig. Go and talk to him. Go talk to him. There's strikers out there. Talk to them. Make a fucking decision.
Yeah, no, it's 100%. It's just got to be attackers, man.
If you get that, you probably win the league as well.
Amen.
No, it's not amen.
Amen.
You win the league.
You just got to be. You just got to be attackers. We'll see what you guys do in the summer. But in terms of like expectation going into next season, I know obviously me and Rob had a back and forth last week, which I definitely don't agree with anyway. Rob, the purpose of winning, you play fans won trophies, but you can't keep saying like a manager can come in every season, come second. It's fine. I haven't really looked into like the Wenger situation, whether he did spend money last season or not. I didn't know anyway. But for you, obviously, you're Arsenal fan. What is the expectation going into like next season?
No, I think it's like I'm not. Obviously, you know me. I go back and forth with Arsenal fans all the time. But the expectation is to win. It's to win. It has to be to win the league. To win. So if it's the league or the Champions League, those are the two big boys. But I'm not a fan. I don't look down my nose at a League Cup or FA Cup. So I look at those things as it's a trophy, and that's what do we talk about? It's bragging rights, isn't it? Yeah. So it's trophies. So I don't say I've won 20 titles and then I've won 6 League Cups and I've got 20 whatever in it. So yeah, so for me it's still, but win. Obviously, you want to win the big things, especially because of where the squad is now. Like everyone is at a level where they're on the cusp of good to great. Some of them on the cusp from great to world class. So we've got a squad where the playing squad is really, 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 really good. Mm-hmm. And if you like what you're saying, if we add this and we add that, then naturally it should go from, let's say we got 60-something goals in the league this season, then naturally that should go to 80-something. Because if I had a striker that's going to get me 20, 80-something. If I'm saying my defence is just as good, then we shouldn't concede as much. So yes, we should be in it to win it. And I think definitely the league. I think the Champions League is a lottery. I think we're as good as anybody in there. We'll see if PSG or Inter win it. I don't think either of those teams are light years ahead of us. I think we're just as good, or maybe they're just a little bit better than us. So for me, it has to be, the expectation has to be to win, innit?
Yeah.
Has to
be
to
win. Ideal season next year for you is to win the league minimum.
Yeah, I know how hard it's going to be because Liverpool are going to come again.
Man City. You've been there 3-4 years now.
Yeah. So but I'm not putting any expectation on the team that they don't put on themselves. Like they know that the players know, Arteta knows, everybody around Arsenal knows that second, that's got to materialize the first.
Yeah, but my point is, like, if you get second again next season, what happens? Because you have to have an expectation for next season to say, okay, listen, we've done this for 4 years, we've been there.
Yeah, but mind, I'm still keeping them though. Yeah,
even after second.
Yeah, I'm still keeping them. I'm still keeping them.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Now, just going back to what you said, I think you're as good as any club in the world, like, and that's just the honest truth coming from a Arsenal hater.
Yeah,
like, it's the honest truth.
You was my team to win the league this year. You know, I was like, oh my God.
You're as good as anyone to win. I mean, a club in the world at the moment. with the additions, we'll see where you get. Obviously, it's just little pieces really strike. Just forget even saying strikers. Just an attacking option needs to be there. I think for you guys.
Bro, go and talk to Palace and ask Eze if he wants to come, man.
Yeah.
Ask him, bro. Go.
And then your expectation is just win.
Yeah. We got this team has to put trophies on the cabinet.
That's what I was going to ask you, actually. You mentioned the players that they're on the cuff of like being world class,
great. Yeah.
And the point I was going to make is, just remembered me, a lot of these players now have 2 years left.
Yeah.
But going back to what Toks saying, like if you now come second again, do you think they can now start losing faith with the manager and start looking elsewhere? Because that's the risk of going. It's not so much. It's not the talk is not about the manager anymore.
Yeah.
So it's not just so much about the manager in terms of whether we keep the manager or not. It's more. You will get to a position where the players are going to feel like
we can't win
here, and we need to maybe find elsewhere.
And I got to think for myself. I got to think selfishly.
Do you think like that is also a risk? That's also in jeopardy going into like next year?
100%. But mine is that will always be a risk, even if it's winning or not. That would always be a risk that players might want to go and play elsewhere. So what we have to do is protect ourselves as a club. So everyone that's got 2 years we have to sign this summer, because a lot of the boys' contract comes up 2027. Yeah. So as long as we lock them down, and it's now 2029, 2030, then let's say next season, like you're saying, we don't, then what we've been guilty of in the past is not doing good business when we're selling players. So I don't own none of these players. I support Arsenal. When Saka goes or Saliba, they go, innit?
Yeah.
Mine is just when they go, we have to make good money from them. We haven't. And if Saliba says, boy, I've been there for 4 or 5 years, me and Gabby in our mind were the best two, but we've got nothing to show for it, I'm going Real Madrid. All right, cool, no problem. 150. 150. 150. Saka might say, boy, Liverpool need a new right winger, brother, and they are, no problem. 200. I'm just saying. So mine is just, I agreed. I 100% think if we don't win, then I think the boys would love to win with Arteta, to win with this Arsenal, because they've been part of the project.
Yeah.
But if they see it as selfishly, when I finish my career, I want to have trophies.
Which is like how you would look at it as a player, don't
you?
Yeah.
So then, and I wouldn't begrudge any of them if they said, yeah.
So that, and I think that's the risk as well with obviously with the manager as well, him knowing that some of these players might lose them.
Yeah.
Spurs went through the same thing when they lost some of the players. And as much as all good keeping faith with the manager, which everyone have the right, I'll definitely say for next season keep faith with him. But that's also the jeopardy that comes with it, like losing key players, and he now might not have to start maybe rebuild again.
Yeah. It happens, you see. I mean, Klopp was building something, and then Coutinho said, boy, I'm going Barcelona.
Yeah,
and Coutinho was even mad in the league. Hazard was at Chelsea, even mad, player of the year. Real Madrid, so it happens. The only good thing for us is that Dean Huijsen, my boy, he's gone to save the Saliba. He's gone, so they can leave Saliba alone for now. I'm saying for now.
But they want him for free anyway.
Yeah, but I'm saying for now. Leave him alone. When I saw that 50 million was going through Tommy, I was like, oh, man.
But that was
go.
There was a clause there. There was a clause.
Go, that's what I'm saying. I know. But I'm saying when they went for him, I was happy because they won't leave. Their whole thing is Saliba's our dream. You know they're putting it out there. So when 2027 comes now.
No, they're trying to make him not sign.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So now we got to make sure that he does sign. That's our whole job. Our whole job this summer is to make sure that he signs.
He also said they needed
2 centre backs.
No, he needed a centre back.
No, he needed. That's why they went to get Dean Howson straight away.
If
there was no waiting around.
If they didn't get Huijsen, they might just say, "Fuck it."
No, that would be like 100 million for Saliba minimum. 100 million.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
150 million, okay. 150, bro. Man's not entertaining the conversation at 100 mil.
For what? For 2 years left.
I'm not entertaining the conversation at 2 years left. What are you talking about? Bro? I'm not entertaining the conversation at 100 mil. No way, bro.
Relax.
No way.
Yeah,
Van Dijk was 70 something. How many years ago, bro? Inflation. About you telling me I have to sell Saliba for £100? Man, that's 23, 24.
20%.
If he goes to Real Madrid, that's 10 years of service. Are you taking the piss? I just sell it for 100 mil.
Why not?
Hell no. I won't even answer the phone.
Cool. Look, next week we're gonna do our team of the season because Ade's not here, so we're not gonna do it this week and go through like our awards. In terms of Arsenal, is there anything else, Toks, that you want to ask him? While I was here,
I'm just happy they didn't win the league.
I'm very happy
because you know,
and I'm happy you didn't win the league.
That's fine. No, seriously. Forget the fact that I actually hate Arsenal.
I hate United.
No, seriously. I thought they'll win the league. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, we had that conversation.
I was like, I have to prepare my mind that, oh my god, they're gonna win. Because I saw Man City dropping.
We didn't see Liverpool.
And I didn't see Liverpool coming up.
Exactly.
So I thought, okay, this is Arsenal's
So logically,
time to win the league. I was like, okay, let me prepare my mind right now. So when
but ain't that a beautiful thing? I talk about this all the time. Me and Tom and Ade, that football's not logical.
I know it's not logical.
We love football, but
the
it's not logical.
But the trajectory of the teams over the last 3 seasons, you just knew that when Man City dipped, the most logical team to come up is Arsenal.
But it's just
like Liverpool came from nowhere. And Liverpool...
People keep saying Liverpool came from nowhere. Liverpool were there last season. They were ahead of us for time last season.
What Liverpool did very well this year is like, okay, no one wants to win this league. Let's actually win it.
But
do you know what I'm saying? Liverpool didn't start I don't think they started the season thinking they'll win it.
You either respect Jurgen Klopp or you don't. If you respect Jurgen Klopp, you respect the fact that he built a title-winning team that could go. So that's what I'm saying. So the team that he's left behind could win a league. He won a league with them, and he could have won it last season. They were ahead of us for time last season, bro. So the team he left behind, Arne Slot came in. We don't know how good Arne Slot is as a coach. We actually don't. We don't. Until next season, like Tom says, when the pressure comes on now, when Pep comes back and we come back, and even Chelsea or whatnot, now we're going to see how good he is. When they buy their left back and left right back and centre mid and how he integrates that into the team, now we're going to see that.
Remember now, he's buying his own players.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Now we're going to see
how
good he is. But if we're going to respect Jurgen Klopp, then we're going to respect the time that he built a team there that was good to go. They finished on 90-something points. I still don't win the league.
Yeah, fair enough.
Come on.
Cool.
Fair enough.
Just while we're on Liverpool, I'm going to give a shout out to Tayo. So
I just saw it
season when we did the predictions and we was asking
Tayo.
I just saw it just now.
Was asking like the listeners, everyone to like give their prediction. Tayo did pretty much what you're saying. He thought like Arsenal was gonna fall short. He predicted Liverpool to win, Arsenal second, and City.
I think he said City third, Villa fourth, innit?
And he got Villa wrong.
Villa wrong. But you done 1, 2. You got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So shout out to Tayo because he predicted.
Oh wow! I don't think anyone saw that coming.
No, but he said something about he thought obviously he hopes he's wrong, but he said something about Arteta. And
he said something about Arteta. Like, So he actually thought it was going to be second. Arsenal was going to be second. Bear in mind, he's an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
On the topic of Liverpool as well. So the speculation is that they're likely to get Ritz.
Yeah.
For me,
shaking your head?
For me,
guy's too sick,
bro. This is probably the best talent, and bro, the guy is too good. I don't think people understand how good this boy is. Obviously, like people can say that he's a Premier League. This boy is too good, bro. I don't think I'm not sure if you watch him. You've seen him. The boy is too.
I know he's very good. Very good.
He's too good. I was so upset, bro. Anyway, why am I even be upset? It's not as if
I was upset.
We're not exactly.
I was upset.
Why
I was. Oh no!
I know how sick he is.
You know how good this guy is.
And I know how highly I rate Liverpool's midfield already.
Exactly. And now you've got him, bro. I was just hoping that he can go to Bayern. JJ, just stay there, bro. Just stay there.
Bayern.
When Man City were involved in him, I thought that was a madness.
No, but he wanted to go to Liverpool personally.
Yeah, but he's saying he wants to go
personally because Bayern came in for him and he said no to that.
As a hater, I'm hoping his medical fails or something, bro.
Why?
Because
you know, Bayern tweets last night. Bayern were actually angry.
Yeah.
That we've come in for you as a German, and you don't want to come to us.
No, you don't. You already said
you want to go to someone else. They were so pissed off.
No, the guy's too good, bro.
And I think that's why we should now be scared of Liverpool again. If he's now buying his own players, and
but you have to though. They're the winners. Yeah, you have to.
He's gonna buy a left back, a right back, a midfielder, and a striker.
And they're gonna get a striker.
They're gonna sell Nunes.
Yeah.
Buy a striker. They send Isak as well, and.
Yeah, they won't. I don't think they'll get Isak.
Why not?
No. Especially now that Newcastle got Champions League football, you have to prize Isak away. You got to be putting out some mad numbers. Yeah,
Eddie Howe did say that he's not guaranteed.
Yeah, he said that. Right? I remember I said
but Liverpool didn't spend money last year.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. If they want to go give them 120, because you think how much Newcastle's gonna let Isak? That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Isak is probably the top of the top right now.
Yeah,
I think Liverpool will make a mad statement. But you know,
if they get Isak,
I think they make mad.
They're gonna sell Nunes for like 60 million to Saudi Arabia.
Oh, okay.
Remember that?
Yeah, it depends what they do. But let's just deal with this Ritz one first. I can't deal with Ritz and Isak. He's
going to have his medical this week, innit?
Let's do it one at a time.
He's going to have his medical this week.
Let's do it one at a time.
Nah, this is Ritz one. I don't think if people that have seen him, like watched him play, would know how good this boy is.
I want to know where he's going to play him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. But I don't think it matters. I think he will play him as a number 10 and just The midfield is
But
so
then
cold
that's what I'm
already.
saying. Who comes out though? Because you're gonna take Szoboszlai out of a winning team,
That's what, bro.
You have to do it.
and they
When
just got him. So this would be
you're not gonna
Szoboszlai's
buy
second, third season, third season.
You have to. It's a talent, bro.
Or you play Wits from the left because I know Diaz is like touch and go,
I
but they
don't
sell
think
him or
it- I
whatnot.
don't think
Because he might keep because what Szoboszlai offers them is mad. Szoboszlai's legs and engine, that
Energy,
middle of the
yeah,
park
energy
is
too
mad.
much, yeah.
And if you take that out and you go add a creator in there, it might mess up the whole dynamic.
He can
of how
drop
they
him
play.
back though. He can drop him.
No, but he can't because he's gonna play. He's not gonna drop
No, he
McAllister
can
and
play
Gravenberch.
two of them. He could just play two. But yeah, he will have to. Oh, he doesn't have to.
No,
but
that's what I'm saying. If they do buy him, that's why I said I'm interested to see where he plays him.
Yeah.
Because the three that they've got now really works.
Yeah.
So Szoboszlai, McAllister, and Gravenberch as a three really works. If you put Ritz in there and say you want to play him centrally, one of them has to come out.
That's a good
The only way you
problem
can
for the
fit,
manager.
the only way you
anyway.
can fit them all in is if he plays from the left.
Yeah, but he knows what he's doing now.
Yeah, of course.
It's
So
a
it'd be
good
interesting
problem
to see.
anyway to
Yeah,
have,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
It's a
He
good
knows
problem
what
to
he's
have. I think he plays. I think personally, if you ask me, I think he plays as number 10.
And then Szoboszlai comes out the team. Because it's not going to be McAllister or Gravenberch.
Behind the
So
track as well.
That's what I'm saying. But it's not going to be McAllister or Gravenberch.
We'll see in it.
Rotate.
Rotate.
Yeah, maybe.
You never know, man. You never
It's a
know.
good problem to have for them. It's not a good problem for me to have,
Yeah,
Sha.
it's a good problem.
It's not a good problem for me to have, Sha.
But it's
I can't watch him bending up players in the middle of the park. You see what Coutinho was doing for Liverpool? Remember when Coutinho was at Liverpool? Do you not remember what he was doing,
He was
bro?
moving mad. He was moving. I remember that time he was moving mad.
Now they're going to go and add Jamal Musiala
But for
2.0.
the- like, but to be fair, for the league, I'd love to just see, bro. Watching him week in, week out. Oh, this boy's.
It'll be good, isn't it?
But it'd be good for, it'd be good. Yeah, for the league. Yeah,
For the
100%.
league.
100%. Because he's a top talent.
Yeah. I thought I'd bring that up. I almost forgot about that. I was upset. But it is what it is, man. Let them.
Guys, I've got a question.
Yeah.
As we're on the topic of
Florian Ritz.
Is it Ritz?
Yeah, Ritz. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're not German. We're Afs in it, so we're just guessing.
So, who would we prefer out of Odegaard and Florian?
Roots all day.
Are you sure?
I'm taking my skipper. I'm not gonna.
No, that you're
I'm gonna take my skipper.
skipper.
No, I'm just gonna take my skipper in terms of what I love about Odegaard as a midfielder is he can get involved in all facets of play.
Okay.
So if I need to get deal with the build up, he's there and he controls really well in it. And then obviously he got 15 goals in the league, so he can offensive. This season was this season. No, I'm saying season before. Like, whereas I think Florian is like a Jamal Musiala. They're Mavericks. Their talent is in that final third. That's when they get busy. When it gets crowded in there, they have space. They get busy in there. Whereas my Odegaard is a bit more. He's involved in play, and he's asked to be involved in play a lot more and whatnot. So I would take Thingy, but this is crazy, bro. Crazy.
Next season's gonna be real next season.
Yeah, I would take Ritz.
I'm taking Roots anyway.
Over Odegaard.
Yeah, no, it depends because I don't think you can't play both of them as eights, innit? You know what I'm saying? Ritz
Both
for
of
me
them
has
can
to
play in the same team, though. I just said because of the way Odegaard plays.
Yeah, Odegaard's strengths would allow him to
Strengths,
do
yeah.
more.
And it
That's
just
why I would
put
take
them-
him. Yeah,
yeah.
that's why I would take
But
him.
if
yeah.
you're asking, you have to pick one. Then
It's like midfielders. If you ask me to pick like a number 10 or a Jude Bellingham, I'm always gonna take a Jude because I want a Swiss Army. Yeah, a Swiss Army knife like Steven Gerrard. I'm gonna take Stevie because he can play 6, 8, 10, whatever. Yeah.
So there's one more because I heard Tommy say about both of them can play in the same team.
Yeah.
Don't you believe that Odegaard is only seen as an 8 right now due to the fact that we're low on midfield numbers? So when Arsenal do get Zubimendi, do you think that Odegaard will still be in the left hole or he'll be shifted back to number 10?
I don't think signing Zubimendi changes Odegaard's position. Yeah, I don't think. The only thing it does to Odegaard, which is a slight tweak, is that because of how good Zubimendi is in progressing the ball and passing through the lines, Odegaard maybe won't have to drop back and be involved in the build-up as much, innit? Because of how comfortable. Because when Thomas is there, he doesn't do it as much. When it's Rice or Jorginho, then he's asked to come back and help with the build-up. So I don't think his position will change. I still think he'll drift out to the right, him and Taka. I think Zubimendi, he'll just feel more comfortable with Zubimendi finding him through the lines. That's what we have to hope for as Arsenal fans, innit? Then when we get Zubimendi, he can find him through the lines quickly.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it changes anything. It's just a replacement for Thomas. That's it. I think that's what it is.
Well, Thomas should be guiding him more. You should be teaching him. You should be teaching him. I don't want Mendy to come and think that he's lit like that. Thomas is the guy. Let Thomas go like this.
So Thomas stays and Mendy stays as well.
Yeah. You know, this year, the injuries I've had this year have scarred me, you know. I don't want nobody to leave next year. It's up to me. I wouldn't sell anybody.
Really?
I will have a squad of 35 players.
How do you balance it?
That's what I'm saying. I can't balance it. If it's up to me talking about with the injuries that we've had this season, I'll have a squad of 35 players. I don't care if they're angry or not.
Right, cool. Look, I think we've gone through a lot, like what we want next season anyway. For us, obviously, as United fans,
top 8's a bit.
Please. Nothing else, nothing more. There's like, every time I keep telling my wife, do you know what I've gone through this season?
Do you know what I've gone through? Spurs has a parade.
Yeah, I saw that.
Spurs had a parade. Yeah. They sang "Are You Watching Arsenal?"
Yeah. So
this is all you lot's fault.
Next season will be worse.
This is all you lot's fault.
Don't listen, bro. So you want to be sitting 15th?
No, I don't care, Tom. I have to watch my rivals win a European title, bro.
Yeah, next season will be worse. They're gonna sing that in the away game.
But the only good thing is we'll beat them anyway. You know, they are babies. We beat them all the time anyway. So they can sing it, but we'll beat them.
They can sing it.
No. They won it. They lost 4-1 at home today.
Yeah, they're partying now.
They're
all partying yesterday now.
That's why I'm so pissed at you lot. They are so shit.
They're so shit. No, that's why I was pissed myself.
Fucking heck, man.
But they won it.
All right.
But does Ange stay next season though?
No, I don't think so. You
know, I like Ange.
But do you think they keep him though?
No.
I don't think they keep him, but I think they should keep him.
I think if they don't keep him, they're absolutely crazy.
I think they should keep him.
On what grounds are they not keeping him? What grounds are they not keeping him?
He had a lot of injuries, so
exactly. And when he didn't, they finished 50 the year before, and they played the maddest football.
Yeah. And if you look at the numbers we're talking about, we're saying that.
And they scored. You said how many goals
they always score goals.
They scored what?
63,
64 goals.
And then 50, we're saying, yeah. With their defensive issues throughout the season, that's like you can argue why they're in that position.
I don't get. Yeah, no. It's bad that they are in that position because injuries is injuries. Yeah. So everyone's gonna have injuries. You can't finish 17.
They can't finish 17. They lost their whole back five.
And I lost my whole front four. So you have injuries. Injuries happens. Yeah. The point is, if you're Tottenham, Man United, because we can't finish that low. Injuries or not, if we're gonna finish bad, let's finish 8th.
Yeah. But if he did have his defense, then it would be different. But it is.
It shoulda, woulda, coulda.
I like him anyway, so I definitely don't think they should. But I'm not a Spurs fan.
But I just don't think if he wins a European title, that's when they say bye bye, see you later. Who the fuck is Spurs to say that to him?
So Spurs were the 7th highest goal scorers.
No. As he said, his third season is
he said the third season of any show is always lit.
I mean,
and he won't lie because the first season in The Wire is the best. Is the best season in The Wire.
In his defense, he said, "I'm gonna win this season."
No, see that?
That's energy, bro. And he actually won.
You gotta respect him for that. Still,
he said, "I'll win my second season," and he won.
All right, cool. Anything else you want to touch on before we jump off?
Trent,
the booing,
all the best. You sign off, and I thought I'm gonna keep it brief. I thought Jurgen Klopp's passionate speech and statement was on the money.
That's not us.
That everything he said, I love that man. I wish he managed us after Dortmund, but it is what it is. I think if he managed us, my team, we would have won 4 Champions League by now. Would have won the league back to back. But his statement was just everything. It was just everything, and you could see why the Liverpool fans love him. And I thought everything he said, and him even bringing the shirt up. And like you said, him saying this is not us, and he got a big round of applause and whatnot.
I feel like that's.
And I thought today,
that's why they did not boy him
exactly.
Today.
Even today, I'm not saying it's because of him.
I thought it was a big part. Because when they called his name, everyone was just praising.
And you could see how the emotional output.
And he was crying. I knew, exactly my point.
Yeah, it was a realization that he's leaving as well.
Yeah.
But I think he felt the love today. I'm sure he would have texted Klopp and said, "I didn't ask you to say that, but I appreciate it." Do you know what I'm saying? Because how can you tell a boy that he's 26 years old? Yeah, he gave 20 years of his life to this club, and the man
won everything.
Come on, man, come on. You see like last point when players go to like academies, like you want to have a boy one day. Tom's got 2 boys. I want to have a boy one day, and you take your son to like Chelsea because my brother's son just got signed to Chelsea, and he's like big him up. You want to see the pathway, and you want to see players that have come through. Whenever anybody goes to Liverpool, they just point at Trent's picture.
There you go.
So your son could be him, you know. Won everything. Right. Champions League, FA Cup, the league.
Yeah, and
gone Real Madrid. Legend. So there's no other word to describe him. He's going down as a Liverpool legend. So best of luck.
And also, as you said the other day, sometimes we as fans don't look at it from the player's perspective, because if the club doesn't want him anymore now, they can say
easily, bro.
and
Happens every day.
So we cannot have one rule for the club, another rule for the players.
I'm all here for player empowerment.
The only thing is, you probably could have given them a fee, but
that's not my fault.
Yeah,
That's
you
not
have
my
one. See what I'm saying?
That's not his fault.
But,
It's not my fault, bro.
Then they know that it was like
good luck to him.
it's up to them. If you didn't want to sign a contract,
Should have sold them. Yeah,
it's up to
good luck
you.
to
Sell
him.
him. You didn't want to sell him, so even
They banked on the fact that they'll be able to sign him, same with his Van Dijk and Salah, and he said no.
No, I said no, bro.
nothing
Because
wrong.
of like, to be honest, I think it was like this, like commentating, this understand that the influence that they have on a lot of fans, bro. Like they need to understand.
This is all Jamie's fault.
This
This is all Carragher's fault.
Because when you get a lot of fans here, like that are fickle, bro. That
100%.
They
Listen to
they
them a
listen
lot,
to
yeah.
every single.
That's why people
word
are called
that
influencers nowadays, bro.
They listen to your every word.
Yeah.
So when you're saying, I know Liverpool fans are not happy. They're not. But you're plotting
You're putting it out
seeds.
there.
Yeah,
You're putting it out
You're
there.
putting it out there. So you need to understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I just said like Klopp came out. Like as much as I hate him when he was in the league, but I love him as a manager.
Yeah.
So and
Different
everything he said was true, bro. Like different class, man. Like the guy's given 20 years.
20 years
bro.
of his life.
He's
Literally.
live.
Won everything he can win. Twice Premier League.
Yeah.
One Champions League.
And
League
you say,
Cup.
bro, the only person that should be mad is the owners. And they're not mad. And
Yeah.
it's you. What
Yeah.
do you put into the... What do
You
you
know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
Bro.
you know the idea of one of our own should do the best for the club.
Nah, man.
You get
Nah, man.
Like
Bro,
that. He'll come back next year, Real Madrid, and score free kick at Anfield.
It's going to happen to a lot of us, bro.
He'll score free kick at
Players are
Anfield.
going to go, bro. Our best players has gone in the past. Our people's best players is going to go. It's going to happen, bro. Henri left. Ronaldo left.
I think the biggest thing for the fans was the fee.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
lack of fee.
But that's
I don't
got
think- I don't
that's
think
got
it
nothing to do with you,
I
though.
don't think it was
Yeah.
him leaving per
But
se.
that's
Yeah,
got
but as a
nothing to
fan,
do with
like,
you.
then
That's
you
got
get
nothing
angry
to
at the
do-
board.
That's
Don't
got
get angry at the
nothing to
player,
do-
get angry at the
fans-
board.
Fans are
Yeah,
not...
but you're meant to be one of our own.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah. But
doesn't
get angry at the
matter,
board.
bro.
You're meant
It
to do
doesn't
the
matter.
best for Liverpool.
It's
as
got
a whole.
nothing to do with him.
That's the way they think.
That's what they think. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You say you're Liverpool.
But how
fan.
they think is wrong. So now
It's
they've
wrong.
changed it. Now they can change the way they think.
It's wrong, bro.
Trying to show them.
Why do
Change the way
the
they think.
fans show sympathy to players when players don't get a new contract?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They just wave players goodbye, bros. So why are you getting angry because you didn't get a fee?
It's fine. Are they gonna boo Nunes when he goes? Exactly.
Dines is that one is another level.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks, people. Thanks for tuning in.
Another level.
Next week will be our last episode for the week. We're gonna have Max on
For the
hopefully,
season.
For the season.
Yeah.
Sorry, for the season. We'll do our team. of
Max,
the week.
bring my money.
What money?
I bet in fantasy.
Fantasy.
How much?
£50.
Shout out to Ade, £200. £200 to Wole Lenny. Nice.
Oh, and I need to reach out to Jude. He's giving me Jude's perfume.
Perfume, okay.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna try and send it out to him. Thanks again for sponsor. You gonna sponsor us next season for another?
Can we do the fantasy thing next season as well, please? I bet you.
Yeah, we bet. We
Yeah,
bet.
so
though,
we
yeah,
all
yeah.
had like.
I bet Ade as well.
You don't need to
Yeah.
bring that to the camera.
No,
We'll
I
get
know.
off
We
air.
need to put it on there. So when I win again,
What's
you
up
know,
at £100?
£100,
Okay,
£200, Ade £200 as well.
Cool.
Today, Ade page me is nice and quick.
Yeah, I saw it. £200.
Oof. Ooh. You know, I was just lying down.
Let's get out of here, man.
I was lying
we gotta
down
go.
and the money came in.
Thank you.
Ah, yeah, you won. Yeah, get out of here, man.
All right, we out.